Alright, guys, here's the deal. It's November 17th, 2019. You kind of have the time there, anyways, up top. Been thinking a lot, been going through a lot of societal, social connection stuff, and I don't want to exploit anybody, but they're utilizing my friends list and stalking me through the friends list and literally in public, and even just outright dozens of people understanding knowingly that it's happening, saying people's names that are on these friends lists of whatever sorts of friends lists that there is. Facebook, Twitter, it doesn't matter where. They're just outright, and they're not my friends. That's just people I followed. Let's say not even friends list, even people that I'm following. And some have mistakenly allowed me to follow, and or followed me back without any interest per se in each other or content or anything. Just hit the follow button and keep going with it. I've did the same thing here and there, but I'm trying to narrow down to what kind of contacts these guys are making. I'm not going to exploit a person's relationship, but when they start when they start conversating with other people that make me believe that there's external connections, then it's time for me to exploit the situation and cut them loose. Just unfollow them. Big whip-de-doo, right? I'm cutting someone loose. Anyways, this person here, they have threatened me here in Columbus, Ohio, outright. There has been a sign that was in one of her photos that's been, I would have to say, maybe within the last 6 months. I don't know. I can't remember how long I've been following this person. I come back to Instagram every few days and check up on, what's been updated, what kind of stuff people's doing. That's about it. Anyways, with that being said, she's throwing some type of sign in a picture. It isn't a hard sign. It's just a hand motion, where her hand is. It looked like maybe above her heart. Technically, if the picture's not flipped, it'd be actually her right hand, I do believe, roughly about heart level. Backwardsly, it would be my heart side. Not saying it's on my heart, it'd be anybody's heart side. Anyhow, they started throwing and scolding, threatening, and I've had some physical complications since then. She's underage, you don't need to be following her type of situation. A lot of black influence with that. A lot of black. Like, you better listen to us people. We own you. Like I've been saying, stalking, following, utilizing whatever they can and have sabotaged my life. Including utilizing Columbus, Ohio corruption and blue gang bitch connections. Excuse the lingo, but that's the way it has to be called out. I've been defamated. I'm defamating a little bit back, maybe. Pitting it into an opinion and a character of verbalation that I've heard others use, and all of a sudden it became very effective, and it helped prove for myself and any witnesses that are willing to witness the situation, the reactions and understanding now there was a connection even prior to the agitation that's going on, if it's even agitating them. We're bigger, badder, and better than you. We're just like the blacks threatening your life. What you gonna do about it? Anyways, Amazing Amy-11 Instagram, not exploiting and trying to threaten, but we're gonna see today if life gets any better, if there's any legal connections that I'm supposed to be abiding by somehow, some social, mental health, whatever loophole, concocted bullshit these guys want to use, because she is supposedly, if I was understanding straight, maybe 23 years old. She's underage, man. That's all I can keep hearing here in Columbus, Ohio. These guys have stalked, though, and if you watch my other videos, they have stalked me for decades across the United States. I have never done nothing wrong. I've never been convicted. I won't say never of anything wrong, but anything that would stipulate them trying to use such harassment type of tactical situations. With that being said, there's also been law enforcement intervention. one person in party trying to persuade anybody and everybody that they can to be on their side, and law enforcement saying, really, what are you doing here? You followed him from out of state to be here, while you're utilizing not just rumorizations, multitudes of tactics that can be criminally charged, and you're trying to enforce he better not think twice or else you'll sabotage him. Even if it is try to persuade police rather than thug and gang and community action, but utilize the cops against him, or any type of systematical assault, as long as they get their way. A lot of things happened in New York City, New York, beginning when I started going out there in 2005 with Def Jam Records. They did a video shoot in a park. I was sleeping in that park. The people that was orchestrated in that situation made a goofball situation out of me being there. Made it out, oh man, you's our homie. You can be in this video, this, that. And as I walked away, basically no different than gleeking and spitting on a geek in school. You little losing bitch, we was just talking shit to you, ain't nothing. Better run home to your mommy type of situation. I didn't do anything, I just walked on. Walk away from trouble when you can. Don't worry about it. Well, apparently it was something to worry about. And they've slandered, and they are a part of the slandering, defamation, and attacks that has happened for ancient ass times. 100% sure. Anyways, tons of black influence. My family, just because I'm black doesn't mean I don't have a right to life. They're screaming at my face while, hey, even you got mental health saying I don't have a life, I need to correct mine. So why are you on me telling me about your life and how you're being treated yourself like I'm treating you like you ain't got a life? But really, hey, mine's proven. Where's your proof at? If you wanted to make your life, you wouldn't be here trying to fucking harass me. Anyways, interconnection, community works, sabotage law enforcement working, all the rest of the bullshit. Time to get a lawyer. I won't say this isn't the right way to handle it. I just want to see if somebody takes recognition to it. And here it goes for this situation. I'm going to see if I can't unfollow Miss Amy there. And I'm going to take a screenshot real quick. Camera might mess up. I'm going to do this for timestamp myself, just in case video mess up. And on top, I've been making a log of who I'm unfollowing as I unfollow and go along, to see what kind of effect it has. And once they find this out, hey buddies, we're higher intelligence, you're incapacitated, we have the rights to restrain whatever we want, systematically, everything. It's our humanly rights. We're black people, and we got black power, and we got the rights to do this to you. We also got multitudes of other people involved, why it's all mixed up, even the Hispanics, and it's not just blaming blacks, there's Hispanics, massive grouping of Hispanics. When you come into my situation to understand it, all I want is numbers and visualization at first, and that's only my want. Of how many blacks do you see and how many Hispanics, and grouping the ideal behind what you think a group is. Even if it's a couple of people to 20 to 30 people, much less even 20 to 30 people trying to organize community situations to gain power, control, a connection with the community, with their influence. Period. It ain't just them, but they're trying to take basically the head leadership, the representation. It's our people doing this. We own and control it all. There's other involved, but we're the top. We're leaders in it. So we'll go ahead and play with that. Unfollowing Amazing Amy. Let's see. Rich Street and Main Street Bridge is where I was being warned harshly. Right at the east end of the Main Street Bridge. Someone over in a park talking through, basically across the street from the park, talking about Amazing Amy and all kinds of other shit, and need to quit following her bitch and just cussing me out. And that's been months ago. And that matter of fact, I've started having like chest pains, and like I said, it's kind of strange. I started having the chest pains where this chick has her right hand, it may even be her left hand, I need to go get the picture, but either way, right about her heart size, whatnot. And I've seen the sign also being utilized here and there in Columbus, especially up where I was warned at the Main Street Bridge here in Columbus, Ohio. There's also a police department that's close by. Associated blue gang bitch thugging And hey, what you gonna do about it, bitch? And I hate to do it and say it that way, but hey, if I'm taking it, I hope I'm not trying to force it onto anybody else to take it, but how do you feel about that? Somebody should have already seen something and said something and done something. Columbus, Ohio is the only city out of the whole United States I have never had proper representation. Always systematically assaulted, always some type of systematical horse crock of shit, outright no help whatsoever, except for we can do harm to you. By the system itself. Even other cities in Ohio have done more than Columbus, Ohio has, and I've been back here 10 freaking years straight, basically. I've lived here longer than I have anywhere else. Well, buddy, hey, buddy, how would you like to be treated with somebody, much less something that is respectable as law? Hey, buddy, hey, goofball, hey, dick, what's up, little bitch? No different than a fucking street thug. A whole concoction now after the collapsing of my abilities, incapacitating me, and then utilizing that for the second loophole ass situation of, hey, we got him captive, trapped. It doesn't matter now. Anybody and everybody now, because he is incapacitated due to us doing this to him, can do this to him. It's illegal right here in Columbus, Ohio. That's how Columbus runs. Oops, we fucked him up. Now everybody gets a piece of him. The rape at the police department in 2009, 333 West Town Street. We're talking about assaults. Mixing of thug street values, which was busted also in Tucson, Arizona. So it's a stalking situation, infiltrating systems, breaking the security of each and every community. And these guys have law enforcement backgrounds. It's not just the police. But think about, how would you take a system on Armstrong? Get from the inside out. Get from the outside in. The only way to get in is to be one. No matter if you enjoyed or you joined unlawfully to do unlawful acts. And what happened with that is a story I've explained in other videos. I had police investigators talk to me. I was under a house watch type of situation because I was being attacked. They also told me that they have fear that the officers down there are cartel influenced and something else erected in the last 3 weeks. In those 3 weeks I just showed up, 700% crime rate fucking just exploded. Different types of profiling of crimes on top of that. Abnormal to the community. Say normal would be purse snatching. And I know that sucks to utilize at first because that's pretty severe. But let's say the profile, the characteristics were all, say, purse snatching, a little bit of shoplifting. Well, it went from in the prior to that to where the 3 weeks started to everything under the sun: B&Es, purse snatching, robberies, assaults, all the rest of the bullshit. So somebody here in Columbus, Ohio just hasn't profiled shit. They have a gang crime unit. I've called. They don't do shit. Oh, well, you're not mentally correct, so really there's nothing we can do for you. You don't explain yourself right. There's no evidence for this. There's nothing to basis for us to start anything for you. You're just a victim. You're staying a victim. Anyways, gonna go ahead and end this video. The connections, and if asked, I can tell the connections and how I see the connections and the weight behind of why I say they're connections, especially when you got people from Columbus, Ohio, and Florida. I went to jail because I was being harassed so hard. I couldn't get a job. I couldn't get food. They wasn't giving anything, trying to completely and 100%, as they're doing now, collapse me. Collapse anything that I got of any ability to help myself, much less be able to survive. Anyways, I was in jail, and there's people that I was in jail with from Columbus, Ohio, that had altercations and affiliations from a 1999 stint situation that also had the local sheriff's department involved out here to a point, being called out to make a wellness check, and them utilizing a fraudulent loophole and a crushing form with all you're mentally unstable. You had a wellness check in Columbus, Ohio. I'm going to stalk you across the United States and exploit that. Utilizing it to discriminate my character, to disgrace my character. I'm going to go ahead and end this video on that note. Target of unlawfulacts.com. Just unfollowed who was supposedly, and I've been warned for, and why didn't I do it right away? Kind of strange. I shouldn't have to be in fear to unfollow somebody on a profile if I'm not known. I'm just a corner geek retard that nobody cares about, nobody knows about, except for them to go societally and socially abuse and assault on. Then why the hell are you into my profile trying to exploit it like I'm the most famous man in the world type of situation? I'm gonna go ahead and end this video on that note. Peace.